Hi, I have been interested in exploring the notion of the energetics of food. I have this book, Macrobiotic Home Remedies by Michio Kushi. I'm reading this book as I do this video, so I'm just going to try to distill the most interesting topics to me in this video. So this macrobiotic perspective is coming probably from more of a traditional Chinese medicine perspective, and they break things down into the liver, gallbladder, heart, small intestine, heart governor, triple heater, spleen, pancreas, stomach goes with that, lungs, large intestine, kidneys, and bladder. So they're looking at these organs, these systems, and attributing various elements to them as well. So here's a diagram. It's probably somewhat hard to see, but let's start with the liver gallbladder. The liver gallbladder energy is upward, expanding motion. It's a gaseous state, and its element is tree. The heart, small intestine, which is also related with the heart governor and triple heater functions. This is very expanded. This is yin, and it's a plasmic state, and its element is fire. Now we're going down. Condensation process, semi-condensed states. The element is soil. This is spleen, pancreas, stomach. Continuing on down, solidified state, solid state, metal element. This is large intestine and lung. And below is the yang energy, most contracted stage. So there's these energies, and they're represented by the elements tree, fire, soil, metal, water. And if you study traditional Chinese medicine, that system is standard. And even if you know a little bit about feng-shui, that this notion of tree, fire, soil, metal, and water are a common format. So to review, the beginning of expansion, it has a horizontal expanding energy, and this can be called a water-like tendency. Then this expansion, which becomes more active, and it has a rising energy, this is called a tree-like energy or gas-like energy. And some acupuncture or traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, systems would call it wood energy. So water goes into wood. Then the expansion goes very actively in all directions, and this can be called fire-like or plasma-like. So then it's water, wood, fire. Then the beginning of a contracting tendency in the form of solidification, condensation begins. And this can be called earth-like or soil-like tendency. So it goes from water to tree to fire to soil or earth. And then the contracting tendency reaches its most condensed state, and this can be called metal-like energy. So this is very interesting because I have seen this system, and I've never really completely understood it. So this is the first time it really has begun to make a little bit more sense to me. And I know if for first-time viewers this might be a little confusing. For those who are more familiar with traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture, maybe this is illuminating as well. I'm going to continue on with the review of the system and what energy goes with what attribute, what element. So morning represents tree-like energy, noon is fire-like, afternoon is soil-like, evening is metal, and night is water. So nighttime is kind of like an expanding time, and then morning, the expansion has a rising energy. Noon, the fire energy is going everywhere. Afternoon, it's beginning to descend, and then evening, it's kind of contracting and beginning to concentrate into darkness. So once again, that system is beginning to make a little bit more sense. So that's the time. Then we could look at it in terms of seasons. So the energy is going up in the spring, so that's tree energy. Then in the summertime, the energy is very active, kind of going everywhere, so it's fire energy. Then in the Indian summer, the energy is beginning to go down, so that's soil energy. And then the fall, the energy is continuing further down, that's the